Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pit Set Tournament. Do we have game audio from someone? Or do we not have any audio today? Hold on. Okay, yes, we do. It's just quiet. Alright. Today we have Snaregut versus Justin. There is the bracket. Second match of the day. You may have seen me versus Furious earlier today. But we also have this one today. This is a loser bracket round, so whoever does lose will be eliminated. Let's set up a prediction. There. Oh, I set it for like 30 seconds. Oops. I keep forgetting to change the time on it. Hang on, actually, is it 30 seconds? Let's see. No, actually, that looks good. Okay. So, I think we're almost ready. Let me let everyone know that they can ready up. As long as... I think we're ready. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. So, what do we got this match? Justin, I think, has 135 or thereabouts. Snare having a high 140. So again, as we've seen in quite a few of these matches so far, quite a big difference in the PBs. Which does mean it's probably going to come down to if you can survive in the pit. That will be the way the match is decided, if not by a double finish. Both of these runners, I think both of them did die in their previous match, which is why they're in losers bracket. So hopefully one of them can at least make it to the end this time. And I think for Snare that will be the only way they can win, if they survive and Justin doesn't. So we're going to hope for that. So I do believe Snare is playing on JPVC and Justin may be playing on JP Disc. I know they do have a JP Disc, although whether they use it I'm not quite sure. Let's take a look at the bracket right now. So as stated before, whoever loses will obviously be eliminated, but whoever wins will face either Phantom or Wheels, which is a pretty nasty matchup, I must say, for whoever is gonna advance here. But that is the nature of this tournament. We've had quite a lot of, say, newer runners, 140s, and quite a lot of 120 runners. So the gap has been pretty big, which means there hasn't really been too many close matches as of yet. And it's definitely going to be more difficult for anybody to come up through losers. What I am seeing on the prediction is that Justin is the favourite here to win, obviously having the better PB by a significant margin. We will unfortunately have no audio for Justin, if they are the only one remaining, as they are recording with a handheld camera, no capture card. Looks like Justin does have a significant lead here in Prologue already though, whether that may just be the delay. Is either runner using the run? I believe they both are using the run splits. It does look like Snare started a bit later than Justin with their timer. Actually, looking at the run, am I mistaken about their PBs? Let me take a look on speedrun.com. Okay, Justin has a 133. That's around what I thought. And Snare has a 146, although on the run it says a 143, so I'm not really sure what that time is, whether that's correct or they haven't submitted a PB. Right, finally, out of the first few splits, or sorry, the first split. What am I saying? And we're into 1-1. As always, very important split for the run. Getting a good grind does make a big difference. I don't think we'll see either runner be doing GBS today. I think neither of them go for it, so. However, we may see them go into the shop just to get some heals or other items. Justin picking up the coins, so most likely. I do see some people pick up the coins and then not go to the shop, which I think is very interesting, but generally, if you want to get the coins this early, you're probably going to go to the shop. You can obviously save them for Phlegm later, but you get so many coins in the pit that those couple ones in like these levels aren't really going to make a difference. Oh, Snare missing the gap jump, unfortunately. Right, Justin onto the grinder. What are we going to see from the RJ block? It's a mushroom. It's an extra 1k, no matter what happens on the grinder. Ooh, falls off on the first guy, can still recover though. Okay, needs to be a bit more careful right now. Mule Snare catching up. Missing the RNG block. Okay, go shoot. Should have left it. Would have saved time. Justin falls off again there. Can recover just a bit. Snare taking it pretty safe. Looking good though. Oh, falls off. Probably both runners gonna be a bit low on points here, but Snare decidedly a lot better. 26 is just enough that you can get away with. With the fire burst as well. Very nice. Won't have to worry about 21 really being a nuisance. Let's see, we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see Justin pick up the mushroom yet. Start playing the catch-up game on the points. Snare as well. Both runners on a decent number of coins. Maybe want one or two more if they want to get a Fire Burst and a Stream Shake. Although Snare won't be needing the Fire Burst, I don't expect. Yeah, picking up those coins there. I think maybe gonna get 2 Shoom Shakes, seeing as they're at 22. No GBS for Justin and no shock. Let's see what Snare does here. Justin gonna try the 2D movement, although didn't do it quite right, so gonna lose time there to just flipping. Yep, Snare gonna shop. Let's see if they buy what I think they're gonna buy. Yep, 2 Shoom Shakes. Oh, they said no to that one. There you go. Justin gonna get that very close to the switch there with the block. You can throw it from quite far away and still hit the switch. Snare having a bit of trouble with the sensor bar there. Justin gonna try the 2D movement again. Went a little bit better. Probably still not quite optimal, but that one was just a little bit faster than the first. So runners playing about equal in 1-2 here, I think, apart from obviously Snare going to the shop, which Justin will now gain a maybe 20-second lead from. Alright, Justin, on the 1-3 grind. You're gonna have to do some extra stuff here. Oh, I missed the coin flower. Gonna go back for it though. Yep. Yeah, gonna need these points real bad here. To make it through. No 3D damage squid jump. Squig jump from Justin here. We haven't seen too much of it this tournament actually, which I'm surprised about because it isn't the most difficult trick. I think people just don't like it very much. The lineup is consistent though. Yeah, so they're actually almost a minute behind out of 1-2. Not sure where they lost that much time. I guess they did spend quite a while in the shop, but even so. Right, let's see how this chunks goes for Justin. No slash on the first hit. Gets grabbed. It's always best to re-grab chunks there. Just in case. And the triple. Just gonna chuck him in the corner again. Reattempt. Better slashes, but Chunks tries to grab it again. Yeah, not the best Chunks fight there, but still ahead of Snare, although Snare only being at the start of the fight. The gap has closed if Snare can get a good Chunks hit. Justin onto the ICS, gonna do the safer method. Snare looking like they're having a better time. Did fall off once, but staying on now. Oh, it gets hit. I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe they didn't stylish. Okay. Not the best fight still, but better than Justin's, which is what matters in a race. Justin trying to do PPS here. A bit too far to the right, I think. No, actually they were pretty good there. Gonna realign. Currently jumping a bit far over. Looks like a good height on that ice shovel for Snare. Just has to do the jump at the right time. Looks good. Justin finally gets PPS. If Snare can hit it fast here, then they can definitely catch up quite a bit. Does look like they're going for it. Interesting lineup. Second try, very nice. Yeah, that minute gap from 1-2 is definitely closing. Justin hitting both blocks there. Not sure if they intend to do that. Justin going for the corner clip Kelly. Gets the first clip in. Just has to make it into the left wall. That looks good. Snare. Gonna try the Z jump, I think. Slipped a little bit early there. Might be too far to the right on this one. You do have to be quite close to the wall for that to work. Yeah, not gonna work. This is one of those tricks where knowing how it works definitely benefits. That was a good Z jump, but they didn't make it into the gap. That might be alright. No. Gonna keep reattempting. Definitely losing that catch up they had going. Okay, that looks like a good Z jump. Just needs to make it around. Ah, unfortunate. Another good Z jump. Oh, I think they didn't jump far enough out. There, their jump was good, but they let back in from the turnaround. Again, too far right, I think. The jump again, I think the jump was good. Just gonna give it up. That is unfortunate to see. It's one of the more difficult, or more deceivingly difficult tricks. It's not as free as it looks. Yeah, meanwhile, Justin onto the fractal fight, so definitely got a massive lead from that now. To be fair, Snare wasn't really looking to play the time game here. Definitely gonna try and survive through the pit. I think I'd be surprised if they managed to pull off a over 10 minute PB and beat Justin here. So just staying alive, just getting through the run is all they need to do. Justin flipping a bit late if they want to do the 3D damage strat here. Which I think they might be doing. They are staying in the middle. Gonna actually run down. It's gonna be close. Barely makes that. Wow, that was just like really close to not working. Bit impatient with the freckles here. Usually we want to wait for them to spawn on the left. Right, onto the strat here. Gonna have to line up pretty quick. Went pretty far to the right at the start, not really sure why they wanted to kill that one freckle. Yeah, it doesn't make the jump, unfortunately. Misses the second jump as well. Just gonna have to back it up with throw. Going to be finishing out chapter 1 with around a 29 flat. Snare on track out now. Having a bit of trouble with these fractals. I'm not sure if they're going for this trap. Didn't see what they did first time. Going very high up. I'm not sure they... Yeah, just gonna jump over. Fair enough. They're quite a bit behind from that key early mishap. But as I said, I think their strategy for this run is not going to be to play for the time. It's going to be to play for the finish. My goodness, what a boring segment of the game we're in right now. Snare finishing out with around about a 31:20 on this chapter 1 here by our timer. A 31:10 by theirs. So 2 minutes and 15 seconds behind. As much as we do hate the split, we can't get rid of it. So we will be having to sit through 9 minutes of pure mashing story, whatever you want to excuse me, whatever you want to call it. I think the pre-2 tournament would flop harder than an 80% tournament. Justin over the halfway mark now. It's unfortunate with these equally matched pre-pit runners that we don't really get to watch anybody during pre-2, as both people are in pre-2. They're both in Marlon's house right now, although not in the same state. So don't let it trick you. Can you imagine an SPM where Peach isn't tall and can't float? Then there really would be no use for Peach. But for some reason they decided to give Peach two special abilities. The Parasol in its two respective uses.
Oh. Yeah. Hi. Yeah.
Almost out of the woods now, Justin. Into 2-1. I'm not sure whether we'll see BSC. Otherwise, we may just see good old Kuma jump, and even besides that, the 3D displacement. BC again, another one of those deceivingly difficult tricks on the surface. Just looks like a normal side jump, but those Goombas can be annoying. And there is nuance to it in terms of the out of bounds movement. Justin getting hit in this little room. I don't think I've seen anyone do that before. Don't think we've seen any other item drops other than that one fire burst from Snare in the 1-1 grind yet. Justin, I think, going to clear out these Goombas and then do BSC. We'll have to hit it quite fast if they want to save time with us. Leaves the Piranha Plant there. Bit risky. Might work. Looks like they are out of bounds. Just has to do the movement. Looks good. Oh, doesn't hit the switch there. But overall, definitely saving time over the normal method. Killing these squiglets for a bit extra points are still pretty low, to be fair. 43k is pretty dicey. So the difference out of pre-2 was 2 minutes 37. So the gap did actually widen during pre-2, I think. By quite a bit, actually. That's interesting. Justin getting out and going to the pit now. Are we going to see a BSC from Snare? I'm not sure. Gonna do Gooba Jump. Oh, I just waited a bit too long there. Can do the backup. Looks good. As you can see, the reason the BSC saves time is walking along that background is so slow. Right, Justin onto Moonthir. Not going to switch to Peach. Kind of showing up some of these runners if they hit it in a decent amount of time here. I've seen quite a few top level runners have been going for it with Peach recently. Here's his second try. People take notes. You got to be using Mario. Your number one move through here. You do the wall clip every time, right? Or the wall jump. Just with the last key there in room 1. But Snare landing in the middle there, so Gonna have to get walked out of the way of the chest. Justin doing a lock jump. Could have actually gone up top and done the lock jump, but decided to do it from the side.
Me.
5 burst there for Justin, very nice. Can definitely use that in 21. Justin, I think, only has 1 heal compared to Snez's extra 2. So probably will have to be careful in terms of... Oh, why did it unpin the message? I think I may have not set it to manually unpinned or end of the stream. Okay, there we go. Snare? What is Snare doing here? Not really sure where they're going right now. Maybe forgot what they were doing a little bit. Actually going the long way around, I think. Not going to do me with her at all. Justin has the key. Although I don't think the door's up here, it isn't. $48,000 points at the moment. Not checking the top left. Gonna punish Justin here. Snagging the HP plus. Definitely trying to play that survival game. I'm not talking about Minecraft. Justin actually into room 11 now. So there's going to be at least a 10 room lead in the pit. Having trouble with these Koopas. Couldn't hit that one guy. Yeah, so about a 3-minute, 16-second gap now into the pit because Snare went the long way. And also didn't do BSC, of course. Although a nice key there. Justin gonna have to use Boomer on these enemies here in 13, as you need 60k to be able to jump on them. Pretty nice key though. Gonna kick here in 14, definitely good for the points. Just wait for the shell to come back. Not a nice key there in 15. Definitely benefiting from having Boomerang already. Snare gets slapped. Justin trying to get some wall kills here, but isn't going to be able to kill those Tylers through the wall, as Boomer will not one-shot under 60k. Trying the impossible jump. It's not really worth going for that lock jump there. We're going to kick again here. Although not too many of them around to hit. There we go. Another kick. We'll get some points, gets the key. They're gonna be in trouble here in 19 if they don't get a key off one of the 4 enemies. Okay, gets the first key, so we'll escape. Snare, also not a 60k, so not two-shotting those, well. You can still despawn the Gubatrol. With the row in the floor. But if you don't know how to do it, you will either die trying, or you will just not be able to complete it, obviously. 25 is even worse, as yeah, Kuba Kick as well, actually, that's true. That's always an option. 25 is worse, however, because if the guy's not on the bottom and you don't have an item, there's no way to kill him. Justin better hit 60k here, I think. So, gonna be alright for 25. Taking a bit of damage, but we'll get the level up soon. Snare hunting around for these last few Goombas here. They're having the same problem as Justin in 13 here, not able to kill the rocks with jumping on them. Last key there. That's a tough room, especially with under 60k. Justin in 25 now, though. Door is top right, so they did unfortunately misplay there by going to the left. It's not going to kick, but it's not really going to hit too many guys. They move to the left in 3D. In 26 gets slapped. Six HP for Snare, but definitely gonna level up right here, so no worries about that. Justin maybe having a bit of trouble with the Daisy right now. We're going to see a lock jump here from Justin. Going to actually jump on the pipe to play it safe. Just has to be careful they don't fall all the way down. Nice job there by Snare to flip in the middle and jump up. Again, Snare kicking, but not really panning out here, as it's not hitting the guys. Okay, hit them both on the way back though, somehow. Still about a 11 room gap right now. Snare, I'm not really sure what their game plan was there. They went all the way to the right whilst this guy was being kicked. Can just flip past the Koopa Troll to play it safe. Not gonna check top right. I think there must be at least one enemy up there. Yeah, there are actually two enemies, I think. Oh, there is one bottom left actually. Hopefully they know that there's a squig up there. Don't kill the Koopa Troll. I think we did see someone do that in one of the races already. Always good to know how many enemies there are in each room. Okay, yeah, gonna check. Hopefully they get the key. Does. Justin shopping for something there in Flem, I'm not sure exactly what. Let me take a look on the stream. An ice storm. So gonna use that in 98. A nice key there in 31, wow. So now trying to line up these Spinies for the 5 best here. Gonna just kind of have to try it with 4 right now, as they aren't in the best positions. Hope for the key. Does get it and a tonic, very nice. Seen a lot of tonics this this tournament. It's kind of crazy, really. I know me, Venom and Moonrise, and definitely some other people have done a lot of runs, and we do not see tonics this often. Justin on critical HP right now. Does get the key and a dry tune, which they often pick up. Meanwhile, Snare just making their way through the 20s here. Justin 2 HP now. How many heals they have? They have 1 heal, and there is a long last there if they want it. Not gonna pick it up though. Maybe not the right play, especially as they wanna just finish out the run here. Without any heal drops or flim, they're gonna be struggling a bit in the later parts of the pet. So they're gonna use the pipe in 25 to get to the other side. Justin with the good key in 36. Still about an 11 room gap right now. Justin kicking, even though there aren't enemies in the top. So, gonna have to get lucky if they want to not get punished here. Do see those 2 guys that they did. Probably should have cleared a bit earlier, but... yeah, gonna have to go check. Actually 3 enemies up there. Snare, I think, getting a pretty bad key here in 26. This might be the last key, and they're struggling to get into the box here. Yeah, the gap has opened up to 12 now that Justin is in 38, although probably not for long. Gets a key there. Yeah, it's going to maintain at 12 for a bit. Pretty nice key again. Those 30s were pretty good, other than a couple misplayed rooms. Snare with a nice key there in 28. Wow, Justin with a really good key in 41. Gonna just escape the room. Again, a pretty good key in 42 as well. Let's see how they're going to play this. 43 gets the first key again, wow. Meanwhile, Snare having to use Boomer and Throw to kill these guys on the ledge here. Another really... wow, the keys in this 40s are crazy for Justin. Doesn't know where the door is though, is bottom right. Yeah, now a 14 room gap after these good keys from Justin here. Let's see if it can... oh my god, what is this? This is crazy! I definitely would have gone up top here. Want to kick. Oh my god, what the... excuse my language, but what the heck? What the fuck is this? I'm just gonna say it, like, what is this? This is ComSob level fucking keys. This is just insane. It's just all first keys. If that guy had had the key right there, probably should have gone up top to kill that one Koopa up there. There is one at the top. Oh, Snare's slowed. I've been paying attention to Justin. I think maybe Herbie on the stream. If it's this guy, that's crazy. Okay, it's not. The luck has finally gone away. Snare using a long last here. Oh my god, and a first key 49! There was only one bad room that split! That is just absolutely insane! Justin only at 90k though, really low on points after that 40s. You'd normally be looking to get the 120k level up around here, but not really anywhere close. The keys are still going good though. Playing this from a 3D is a bit of a risk. These guys are quite annoying to kill. Just trying to bait him down to the floor here. Snare in 38. Kicks the guy, gonna get a few points there. So the pass drop and the key. Justin with an amazing key in 54. Wow. They're gonna try buy something here from Flim. There is the tonic on offer. They already do have one, but gonna buy another. Not sure where they're gonna use it. That room gap still pretty big. Maintaining it around 16 now. Having a bit of trouble with the Carlos. Gets a nice key though on the top. Wow, the keys have just been absolutely insane for Justin in these past two splits. Panicking a bit maybe in this room here. Does have to be careful with that Amazy Daisy. Ooh, that was really close to them getting hit there. Gets another nice key though. Snare chasing for the top right guy here in 43. Just gonna sit here and let them get each other or get themselves. Unfortunate key there. Can use the pipe, although not really sure why, as running along at the bottom is definitely faster there. Snare gets the key from that cursor that dropped down there. Maybe flipped a few too many times there. Could have just stayed in 3D. Got the key. Justin a bit stuck in the corner right now with these dark blues and the guys. I think not even two-shotting the guys, but gets the key anyway. The luck, I will say, is pretty insane right now. Still doing 3 damage to these clubbers. That's something you really do not see, really ever. And another first key! Just give them all the first keys, I guess, this run. Don't have to be careful on HP though. Quite a lot of the Talos here can get a few of them at once. Getting chased down, and another good key. Knows There's where the door is. Snare. In what room now? 46 here. Gonna kick this guy to the right and flip. Quite a lot of them in this bottom left corner. You flip back, flip back. Ah, too late. Okay, there we go. Gonna kill quite a lot of them in one here. Gonna have to clean up though. Could be those two on the right. Gonna chase them down first. Justin on 4 HP now. And then another first key. Has two, what's it called? Two dried shrooms to help him get through, but also that 120k level up is coming. Oh my god, another first key! This is just ridiculous! I have never seen anything like this before. Definitely going into a dangerous room though. Gonna take quite a few hits to kill this guy here. Should play safe. I would be playing very safe here. With only 2 dry streams, I would be using that courage shell right now. Try and get that level up. Snare. Having to use a heal. Quite a lot of enemies down in the bottom left here of 48. Gets the key. Just gonna go into the next room. I would be very careful in this room. Every projectile, anything will kill you here. Doesn't want a bad spawn. Gonna use the courage shell. Gonna have to get some points somehow if they want to get that level up. There we go, kicks one shell and gets the level up. So he's gonna survive. Just has to find the key in this room now. Without taking too much damage, as no other woods, and gets another really good key. This is just ridiculous at this point. Looking like a last key there for Snare. There's kind of an opposite sort of run here. Snare getting some pretty bad keys, but Justin just getting the most insane run I've probably ever seen. Not checking bottom left, but doesn't get punished, just gets another really good key. When will the luck end? Snare, gonna have to be careful here. Almost at the level up. Almost at the level up. Probably should get it in this room actually. Are we gonna see a super move from Justin? Gonna flip all these guys down, but I think just gonna kill him like this. Gets the first key anyway. Like every time I expect, oh, this will be a bad room. This will be a bad room. They just get another first key. Snare having all of those guys at the bottom there. Gonna get a lot of points here if they wait around. Snare at 120. Hitting it at the usual place. Just another good key for Justin. And another good key for Justin. I'm gonna stop saying it now. I'm gonna watch Snare for a bit. Snare taking down these pigs here in 52. Let's see, on the run, Justin is 4 minutes ahead currently. 4:42 ahead actually, so almost 5 minutes. I think they may have finally hit their Achilles heel of the room. No, I mean it's not the worst room to be fair. It's not terrible. You'd take it any day, especially on top of all these good keys. Very nice key for Snare in 53. I only had to kill one tie load. That's one of the worst rooms to deal with. In 54 now. Taking down these guys one at a time. Justin having a bit of trouble with the magic block, taking quite a lot of damage. Hubbard's chasing down Snare there. This is an unfortunate layout, not two enemies near each other. Doesn't get to check the bottom left. There's not really normally anything down there in this room, but the door is, so gets the key on the right. It's pretty nice. I'm not really sure why they're going up to the top here. Just kind of taking unnecessary damage. They know the door is in the bottom left, so kind of just went up there for no reason there. Gonna have to be careful of HP though. 5 HP is definitely not good. Really far from the level up, and into the 80s is gonna be scary. I'm honestly surprised they managed to survive this far in the 70s, but the good keys definitely meant they took less damage. Gonna get quite a few of these enemies here with Boomer though, so that's nice. Was that a... Oh no, that was a 55 there from Snare. No Phlegm. Maybe regretting not picking up some extra heals earlier on in the run. Ooh, almost gets hit by there. Let's see how the A's go. Can the luck continue into the A's? No pig key. Gonna have to chase down these Tylos now. Snare just dealing with these dark boosts one by one with Boomer. Justin chasing down this one particular guy. They are all coming to them from the right, so okay, gonna work. Out gets the first key from those guys. Snare with another nice key here in the 50s. I think their luck may be turning around finally. Although still behind their PB currently. Just setting a bit too far to the right, but it's gonna work out. Just trying to get these magic blocks to spawn right now. Almost at that 160k level up after that room, so definitely can make it. This is one of the rooms where you can just stand back, maybe get a combo if you are lucky. Has to be careful of maybe a double hit. Just gonna take out these two guys together. There we go. Gets the level up. Gonna survive another day. Snare with a nice key there. It looks like in 59. Yeah, this room gap is just crazy because of those keys. 20 room, over 20 room gap right now. Just gonna prioritize this one guy here. Gets the key! Like, I'm sorry, but that's just not how you play that room and they get lucky. Gotta try to kill this guy through the wall here. Gets a key off the Dark Boo. Maybe should have flipped and got that heal, to be honest. So now you're gonna use a tonic in 62. Now I'm gonna be one-shotting these dark boos and these dog bones. So even with the last key, this will be much better. Okay, Justin trying to get up to the top here. Actually, just gonna flip it. Not sure if they check the top. Trying to get these Magic Coopers at the bottom. Phaser, no 200k into this room is not that weird. But being at 168 into this room is weird. They have got so many first keys, it is just absolutely ridiculous. We have to watch this run again. If you have not watched this run, you gotta... Snare, taking a bit of damage in 63, just gonna use one of their many heals. As compared to Justin, they have been picking them up. Another first key for Justin. We've only seen a couple bad rooms in these 80s here. In fact, have there been any bad rooms? Have there been any bad rooms? I've been paying attention and I don't think there have been. Just gonna kick the shell in the top of 89 here. Flip it down. Gonna hit the 200k finally. Looking a bit more normal in their points now. Yeah, I'm looking at their time, and they definitely have the possibility to get something like a 126 here. But their BPT says 128, so I'm not really sure where that's pulling from. Maybe that's incorrect split times. Snare gets a T-Rage there, so... I'm not sure if they already had Knight for 98, but if they don't, they do now. Pretty nice layout here with all these guys on the bottom, just able to kill them one by one, although the ninja is trolling. There we go, gets the key. Justin with a lot of these ninjas here. I don't think still doesn't have any heals in the moment, so HP may become a problem if they play too recklessly. Quite a lot of enemies on the bottom. Would have been nice for a Super Mech, but gets a nice key anyway. Doesn't know where the door is. It is top right. Nice spawn here in A5. Should check this right side here, but not going to. If there's a guy in there, they're going to hit themselves. Nice key there for Snare in 68. There is a guy there. Hopefully he doesn't have the key. Taking a bit of damage to these fibers. Okay, doesn't get super trolled, but not the best key. Probably one of the worst rooms we've seen in quite a while. So they're just going to kick these Super Strikers into each other. Gotta be careful of their shells. Gets the key though. Gonna just flip down and get out of this room. Five HP now for Justin. Almost at the level up once again. You gotta be really careful now. Can't be taking these unnecessary hits. Should just take some easy kills. Can kill the guy on the left pretty easily. Just gonna go up top instead. Gets the level up. There we go. Left that guy on the bottom left. Could be him and could get punished here. It is not, however, again, not the best room. We are seeing start to slow down here in the 90s. First key in 96. Amazing key. Gonna try the pipe clip here in 97. Snare having a bit of trouble. Can just place Boomer. I think we had this trouble with Snare last time. Yeah, just be patient, Snare, and you can kill it. There you go. Does the pipe clip. Here we go. Has the Iron Storm for 98. Gets the key. Room gap. Almost 30 rooms now. Let's see if Justin can get a good 98 here. Or 99, sorry. I wouldn't switch to Boomer when they're right in front of your face. They will shoot you and shoot with their projectiles, and those projectiles do not do a small amount of damage. Gets a lot of them on the left here though, so most likely we'll get the key. Yeah, there it is. Looking like almost a 126. I think probably going to be a 127 if they get a decent Rectile. I think Snare falling into the trap of using Boom a little bit too much in this room right now. Yeah, there we go. Starting to jump on these enemies. Pretty nice layout here, able to kill a lot of them at once. And they're taking a bit of time here in 75, not getting the best of keys. Kind of jumping all around all over the place in the row. Justin, I think, trying to do that, the reptile strat right now. Doing it from the left side, interesting. I don't think that quite works. It probably does work, but not exactly the same as the other way, and not really lining up for it at all. Just gonna switch it through now. There you go, gets it. Hopefully they can hit these jumps here. Jumps pretty early, but... Oh, barely makes it on. Almost passed through there. Does have to be careful with this next jump. Snare on 6 HP. Trying to maybe get a level up from these, what are these guys called? Magic Blots. Oh, again. Close to that one. I think they can't have any more heals. Maybe been burning through them faster than I thought. GG's Justin on the end of your run there. So this does mean that Snare will be eliminated from the tournament, unfortunately. But congrats to Justin for winning the race. We hope to see Snare continue their grind. Although I think they are normally one of the runners who only shows up for the tournaments. So hopefully we see them next year again. It does, Emily. Exactly what Justin said. Exactly what Justin said. That is how I feel about that run. They're having trouble with the Tylers right now. They're being a bit trolling on the ceiling. Yes, they're into the 80s now. I think behind PB, unfortunately, so kind of just finishing out for the run for the race purposes, but they never know that they're only a minute 11 behind, so definitely not impossible. Gonna actually go for the Schlurps here first. Probably should flip down these extra Spaniards first and kill them. That is generally what is regarded to be better. Gonna stay in 3D for these last two. Again, maybe not the best idea. These guys are pretty trolly in 3D. Doesn't get the key, unfortunately. Gonna have to search the 2 slabs. No key from the first one. Do they know the despawn? No, they're gonna just use Boomer here. What you can do in this room is pick up the Schlurp and just jump into the ceiling whilst you're holding it, and it will spawn the key on the door. Now I'm looking to use a T-Rage here. We'll take out the Magikubas and make those Kubatrolls one-shot to Boomer. Although, actually no! It doesn't actually damage. Wait. I thought for sure it damaged those guys. Oh no, it does. Okay, I'm not sure why it looked like that top one didn't get hit. Maybe that was just me. Get some Magikube key though. Oh, that guy goes into 3D there. Gonna try and chase him down. Should jump to try and aggro him here. Yep, just like that. I would be placing down Boomer, but you can just jump on him. Doesn't have to go up to the top and fight that guy in 3D as well, so... Try and play it safe with Boomer. Only on 6 HP now. I think doesn't have any more heals. Gets a good key though. Not really sure why they waited there for a second. Maybe considering to use the heal. Oh, makes the shell shock big! Be careful with this shell shock. If you get hit by that, you will die. Oh, that was close. People always take that so close. Doesn't know where the door is. Not one left here, so we're gonna have to go up top, but the door is up there, fortunately. Just have to be careful of this guy. He's just gonna camp the ledge like this. Can't, unfortunately, just stand there. Gonna have to wait a little bit. Gonna switch to throw. I get through the Tyler room without too many scratches there. Snare actually, I have just realised they are 108 ahead, so with a good night hitter they can PB. Gonna try to chase down these ninjas first, although they're not playing very nice right now. Just gonna make level use of Boomer, take out each enemy one by one. Gonna flip immediately in this room. Interesting, because there could be some squigs on the top, but doesn't have to worry about it as they get a first key. Right, into 96 here. Almost at 300k actually. Although I'm probably not going to hit it until 99. Gonna use good old Thoreau and Boomer here to kill this guy. But it's gonna have to go all the way around, unfortunately. As opposed to doing the pipe clip there. Has a tonic still left over, so if it is the last guy, I can use that. Doesn't have to. Gets the key from the T Ridge. Right, into 99. Gonna check on the right first. Maybe stood a little bit too far to the left, but does manage to keep the combo going there. Got some nice points there, and gets the key. Definitely still PB base here. Just to finish out on Raktail. So looking like it. We're not only getting a rare double finish, but an even rarer double PB. Not gonna try the strat here. Doesn't have a fire burst or anything. It's just gonna use good old throw. can actually be hitting twice with each of these guys here. It is more of a strat here to chuck it and then pick it back up again, as it will be closer than any others. There we go, gets the last hit. Should just kill this guy to get him out of the way. Okay, hopefully they can make the jump here. Looking at the right height. Jump very early. It's going to be close. Oh, very close again. People got to jump later on that. You are coming very close to not making it. Okay, a bit of a later jump there. Very nice. Well, not really. As long as you're hitting it on the first frame at which it is tangible, then you're not losing any time. But yeah, GG. That is going to be a double PB for our runners here. GG. There we go, 140, 41, 22 on their timer. So I think a PB by around 2 minutes. So very nice. Is there anything else you want to say? Well, unfortunately, Snare, you are locked out of the tournament now, as stated before. Justin will be moving on to face, let's see. Oh yes, either Wheels or Phantom, so pretty tough run coming up, I would say. Yeah, it's good to hear, Snare, you did very well, so hope to see you come back again.